do have the off fire from Shazam is still out.
So, a smidgen of damage. Ho, ho, ho! Surprise, surprise, the 1D hits, but Flowsec hits harder as he finds 3.
Finds himself a kill, but Magus trades it back. He lines up. He gets the triple.
Guy opens for Fates. He's about to pounce like a squirrel. He's got 2 and a 3rd Fates. A flying squirrel from tree. And he escapes with 3 nuts for Misfits.
Devil passes Centauros. They pick up 2 frags of their own, and it's left all Maniac now in a 1 versus 4. He has a kit and a smoke to work with, but it's all but over, and Centauros finishes him off, and Space Soldiers take up the piss round and lead it 1-0 against LDLC. I would say, coming into this one, Space Soldiers are probably the favourite just because LDLC did look a little bit shaky yesterday. And going to this one, they definitely seem a very strong team. They're really confident, especially online leagues. After they also qualified for DreamHack Montreal, but I don't think they're able to attend because of the visa issues. So that's a bit of a lost opportunity for them. As we do, I would like to see Space Soldiers go into more events, but it's Maniac. He's going to start off a little bit of damage here. He's going to drop Major down to 13 HP. He's going to have to fall back now. He's in Garage, and that's going to be him falling back with a little bit of damage done to him. And now Space Soldiers, the bomb. It's just going to be safely dropped down behind A main. And he's going to spread out for a default here. Xanterra's just inching closer up mid. Going to try and find this pick here. He's going to be tapping away towards Tono. Tono is going to get dropped by Xanterra's. He opens up that mid position. It opens up a lot of avenues to get towards A here. But Maniac, he's trying to get some counter map control. He did a lot of damage earlier on here down to Major. He has 13 HP, as we said earlier, but 1 minute left on the clock in the T side now. They're starting to approach A. It is Xanterra's to pick up his 2nd in the round as he drops Alex, and this opens up another opportunity. The bomb going down now, Major, the man to do that, and that's going to go down. Alliance Space Soldiers to secure the bomb plant, and it leaves the CT side in a 3 versus 5. Pistols all around, and Existence starts it off well, gets 1 Deagle headshot, Maniac drop from Calyx, and it's passed to shut down Existence, leaving it all on Devil, who is dropped by Major in the end, and that's going to be in the 2nd round, going the way of Space Soldiers, perfectly played. Xanterra's just being that menace towards middle, he's able to pick up 2 frags, open it up, go towards A, and that's an easy run for him. And that's going to be Space Soldiers going into this one with a huge lead to start with. And we're going to see them trying to extend upon this. They are keeping these 2 Mac 10s to try and get their economy going. They're really good at doing this against Kinguin yesterday. Just winning these pretty much every round towards the start of it. And really getting that lead. And let's see if it can continue against this team. LDLC is in Terrace. Again, the playmaker. He picks up 1, but the USP from Tonu will shut him down. He falls from boost with his death. And it's going to be Existence to pick up an easy kill on the Pals, who walks out of Squeaky. Closes the door behind him as well. But it's Calyx. He's doing a little bit of damage here. He's picked up 2 frags. He needs Twinu and finishes off Alex. And there's Calyx to try and find more. He does a lot of damage to Maniac, but he's finally shut down by Existence. He's found himself an AK. But it's Major in a perfect position. Unexpected. Existence will drop, and now it's Major to finish it off by ATX down Maniac. I think Space Soldiers keep 2 alive and pick up the 3rd round, and we're going to see it coming into the first buy round now. It is going to be Xanterra's and his teammates can have a lot of cash to work with. And on the CT side, LDLC, they're able to pick up 5 sets of armor, an AWP in the hands of Twinu, and a little bit of utility, but not as much as they probably would have liked. But we're getting underway. Definitely the T side looking strong so far at the start. Great start on cash. Let's see if they can continue that. As Existence is watching mid now. A lot of nades coming his way. I believe that's a bit of a field nade, but that flash will separate Xanterra's and Calyx, but quickly regather themselves. Molotov comes through, and it's from the boost. Santeras picks up the first kill. Existence is dropped, and we're into a 5 versus 4 just like that, and it's going to be the mid presence absolutely diminished by the CT side. And this Devil is in a position to kind of counter this highway, as he does. He is in a bit of an off angle up there on Shroud. The soldiers now, they've picked up that early frag. They know they can slow down and try to fill in the errors and the blanks and try and get some map control here. They got a lot of time to work with, and they got a lot of space to work with. So definitely don't have to rush into anything just yet. Gonna be Engine. He's gonna make the push starting off. He's gonna go straight through Checkers. Calix is the first man to pick up the kill on the Alex, but Tonu's there to trade, keeping that one-man advantage intact. I don't want to let it slip any further. Into a 2-man advantage would be an absolute decimation for the side here. You are gonna see GT side try to just set up for this. There is 30 seconds left, so the bomb is slowly making its way towards B. But it's going to have to quicken up now, as there is only 25 seconds left on the clock. The CT side know that this is going to have to come in anytime soon. This is where they might want to pounce and try and stop this. But Santeras, he picks up 2 as he shuts down Maniac and Twinu, and it's into 1 versus 3. Devil, he's coming in from behind though. He's right in B main here. He's had a pretty good performance yesterday. Looks as though a technical error might be coming out, as one of the players from LDLC had dropped from the server. I see just Devil trying to save this. He's in a bit of an off angle. He picks up the kill on the Calix. He's unexpecting, and Devil will pick up that frag, but he's dropped so low he has to fall back. PC problem is the problem here for Alex, so we're going to be probably jumping into that technical pause. Let's see how long it takes to fix. He's back already, so probably not that long. Quick check, is my mic lagging? Is my mic lagging, chat? If it is, we'll try and figure out what that problem is. We're doing it through TeamSpeak right now, so I don't think you can get your money back, sadly. So, now we're getting underway here. It is going to be Santeras and his fellow Space Soldiers. They've picked up a full buy here. They've got a lot of money to work with, and an AWP in the hands of Engine. He's been pretty unstoppable lately. That's just yesterday, picking up that op. What they tended to do was just pick up the 5 rifles, but it's quick here into the B side as Calix is leading the charge. He's going to find that first frag on Maniac. Surely he finishes it after a long spray. Existence goes in, but he gets shut down by Major, and the site just like that has fallen. But Alex is able to pick up a kill on the pass, but Major will make quick work of him as he sprays through the smoke, finishes him off, and leads it into a 4 versus 2 situation. Twinu and Devil, they are up against a pretty strong Space Soldiers. They're looking really good on the start of Cash here. Let's see if they can continue that form throughout the evening. See if they can shut down LDLC. It was a huge issue for LDLC having slow starts yesterday, especially against Heroic, who were able to get huge leads on the start of maps, and it was slowly but surely LDLC came back into the map. So definitely some mental fortitude there. They were behind heavily on Nuke. They came back to a more respectable scoreline. I think it ended 16-13 in the favour of Heroic. But on the second map, Inferno was a completely different story. They were able to pull it back and actually get themselves a respectable win as they went 16-14 on Inferno. But Space Soldiers looked like a different beast today as they are picking up these first 5 rounds with ease. And their economy is starting to grow massively here. It's exponentially growing, and on the CT side, they've finally picked up this double setup. It's going to be Existence actually picking up that AWP. And Twinu is going to hold the second one, and we are going to see it getting underway, where this see if the TT sides will choose to go aggressive with these AWPs. If they do, that could give themselves that advantage, where yesterday it was a common theme as well, and went throughout the games, whatever team got the advantage seemed to go on and win the round. But this time, Major doesn't come out on top of that aggressive battle, but he's going to try and flash his way back into Checker. Straight through the smoke he goes. Existence left. He's going to be surrounded in due time, but Major Gets surrounded from 2 angles. Existence picks up the frag, and it's Terror's on the lurk here. He comes straight out of Squeaky. Is he expecting this up? No, as Twinu will shut him down, and the bomb is dropped on A site. Now Paz, though, he's coming up from middle. Twinu stuck on the forklift. Shouldn't be long for the world, but Devil is keeping a little bit of time for him, as Paz is able to drop Devil, but not Maniac, as Paz will get dropped from Maniac and Engine from A side. He strikes. He finds a kill. It's going to be Twinu dropped by that AWP. 1 minute still left on the clock. 3 players left for the CT side. And the bomb surely going down now. Engine going to be planting that for A main. Teammate should find himself in that position as well. Definitely not out of this one, as Calyx has found himself in the forklift position. There's a flank coming in from Maniac. Calyx is in a pretty nice angle to deal with this one, but it all comes down to timing. If these players catch him out looking the wrong way, that could be a bit of an issue for Calyx at this point, and it works out in the favour of Maniac as he shuts down Calyx, and Engine is quick to trade. He shuts down Alex, and he finds a second. It's into a 1 versus 1. Engine, he's done a lot. He spots the player. He fake flashes with the CZ, and now it's left in a 1 versus 1. And Zip, Existence, does not come out on top, and it's Engine to close it out with a 4K and gets Space Soldiers that 6th round. And you see LDLC, they're back on an eco buy. They can force buy. They drop a few weapons over and go for a weaker buy with like literal weaker utility. But it doesn't seem to matter just now, as they are going to go to call that tactical timeout. Make sure they can talk over some of the issues that are going over right now. They don't want to let Space Soldiers get such a great lead that it's impossible to come back. So we're definitely just going to be waiting to see how they can answer back to this decimation they've suffered from the Space Soldiers early on here on Cash. Space Soldiers do like to play this like aggressive style on the T side. And I was mentioning earlier that they were playing 5 AK-47s most of the time on Cash. Mirage yesterday when they were playing up against, I believe it was Kinguin. They were playing on Mirage. They stomped them on Mirage and they stomped them on Cobble. I believe 16-2 on Cobble and 16-4 I believe on Mirage. So definitely Space Soldiers, that aggressive dominating style pays off a lot of the time. But it is going to be getting underway. Space Soldiers still leading the way in LDLC, force bound into this one with SMGs. We're going to see 4 UMPs and 1 MP9 in the hands of Maniac, and a bit of aggression coming out. Devil, actually it's Maniac to find the frag, but Devil comes in from behind, shuts down some terrors, and this aggression from the CT side has completely caught Space Soldiers out. Calyx is the only man to find a frag, but he gets traded by Alex, but it's Paz trying to knock some sense into this round here as he picks up 1, Major finds another, and we're into a 2 versus 2 just like that. But it's a lot of damage done from LDLC to start. Some aggression works out. Space Soldiers not expecting it, but Paz is taking the frag onto Existence, leaving Maniac in a 1 versus 1. He danders through the smoke and he's shut down by Paz, and that's going to be the round going in the way of Space Soldiers. But a nice close round coming out by LDLC. That aggression nearly pays off. You get 3 frags. That's going to be some economy damage done to this T side, but it doesn't really matter, as we do see their economy is starting to glow as Engine has picked himself up in AWP. Still has 11,000 left. His teammates are not too shabby as well, but it is the AWP coming out again on LDLC. They're able to buy again with the AWP. If he can do anything with it this time. He's been a little bit slow. He's been a little bit not in the server, but it's Calyx to pick up the frag straight away on the Devil. An advantage for Space Soldiers again here on the start of the round. As expected, going into these first gun rounds, it's been a common theme so far. 4 players remaining on the CT side. AWP still in play though, so at least that's one saving grace. At least Calyx has been dropped over. I think that's the Bogdan theory coming into full effect here, as we do see Calyx picking up that AWP as he is low HP. And it's just a slow play coming out here by the Space Soldiers side. They're just going to be going for this default. No need to give it away. They've got the man advantage. They know they can just wait out some aggression. There must be some sort of trade play to come in by LDLC. But it doesn't happen. Zadaris walks out. He finds the first frag, but Twinu, he finds 2. And that's another beautiful shot coming out by him, but not surviving for long. His Engine will finish him off. Finally shuts down Twinu and out in to a 3 versus 2. Bomb going down. Engine planting for Amy, but the quick aggression coming in by Maniac. He does not, nearly denies the bomb plant, but the timing works out perfectly. They're going to just fake smoke defuse, try and bait out some of the players, and Terrace falls for the bait. He walks around, Existence shuts him down. He should know now that it's not getting defused. And this is a stick this time. Calyx not expecting it. The bomb is going to get defused unless he hits the spray, and he's unable to get there on time. The Maniac defuses the bomb. Perfect for him in the end. As you see, Space Soldiers lose their first round, and LDLC get their round of the board. A nice play from Maniac there. Just takes out the bomb planter. Not before he can get the bomb down, but at least taking that player out of after plant, sends it back into 2 versus 2. And Zenteris falls for the bait. He gets shut down, and now it's left into a 1 versus 2, and it's just too much to ask for. And he won't be able to battle it out and win that round, so it is Maniac the MVP of that round for sure. Let's see how Space Soldiers answer back. They're just going to be spreading out, doing this default yet again. They've got no B presence, it's just leaving one guy in the B connector. So maybe just waiting out some aggression, playing a really passive default. They don't want to get caught out from that aggression that LDLC did previously. Definitely just want to make sure that they don't get caught without down with their pants down. So we're going to see, is this going to be a mid push here? Heavy presence, 4 players towards mid here for the CT side. Leafs are A, vulnerable, but definitely can play on that retake. So A is one of those easier sites to retake. So an interesting setup coming out here from the CT side. We're going to see them just setting up towards middle. Towards highway. One going towards the vent here. And we're just going to see the execute coming in. The Molotovs are in on middle, but there is 4 players here. They're going to realize that this mid presence isn't what they're looking for, and they're going to be heading back towards A. Zenteris walks over the top. Existence finds the frag, but he knows there's no one else here. So that's going to be all the players starting to realize really soon that they've gone straight to a site. So Existence splits. He goes towards B. And that's clear. Maniac knows he kills his teammate. And that's a bit of miscommunication going on as Maniac will shut down Existence. Takes that man advantage away. Interesting play coming out there, but 20 seconds left on the clock. The bomb goes down. Space Soldiers take A, which is pretty much open. LDLC a bit clumsy in the play there. There's going to be Maniac just strolling into the site. Engine with the AWP. Putting an end to that. Banu fights back, finds a kill on the Alex. It's Alex, he strikes, he finds 2. And he's going to be trying to find the 3rd. And he finds it and closes out the round for LDLC. And the AWP is picked up as well. An excellent retake coming in by Alex. Just punches from Squeaky, picks up 2. And the 3rd. And 20 to find the first frag to start the whole retake off. And LDLC, they pick up consecutive rounds. After the fumble, they make up for it. And that's going to be Space Soldiers. They lose the 2nd round. Still able to buy though. But they're definitely not out of this round. Just down to whether LDLC can win this round. As if they don't, they're going to look at a hard reset. Going to be the Space Soldiers now. They're going to be setting up for this common default that they've been doing. Just throw a lot of you. Actually, no, they're going to be going aggressive towards A. Pretty weird spray going through on Heaven, I suppose. But Pazzi walks out. He finds the first headshot. 20 and Devil are quick to find 2, though. That's a 2-for-1 trade coming through. But Major finds another one. But Alex, with a collateral, I believe, picks up 2 frags. But Calyx, he's left in a 1 versus 2. He takes the first headshot. That'll be on Devil. And the Maniac is coming in from a B now. So they have collected themselves. They are starting to calm this down. But it's Alex slipping in behind the forklift. Maniac will spot him out. And Alex, every day of the week, should pick up that frag. And he does. He shuts down Calyx. And LDLC get their 3rd round on the board. Space Soldiers looking a little bit clumsy here on cash. They look really strong to start with, but a few rounds now they've kind of fallen apart. I think it's Alex has just been an absolute beast player. He's just kind of woken up, got these frags when they need them. He's a bit vacant towards the start, but now he's starting to wake up, and we're going to see an absolute beast performance coming out by him. Going to be playing close towards mid this round, but it's the T side now. They've spread out. They're changing approach. They're going towards B. They're going to go for a standard default, something we usually see a little bit more out of teams. Take some B control, leave one player there. That'll be Major. He's going to be lurking towards B, holding that sunroom position. The rest of the T side just going to be gathering around other parts of the map. Towards Squeaky, they have control in the form of Paz. He only has a deagle. It's a really slow play coming out. Definitely a change of pace. This last round, the aggression not really working out. They're just going to go for a slow play. Alex walking through the smoke. Engine will take that frag every single time. And it's a Devil to walk back up highway. Flashed as he gets pushed off his position. Zenteris now, he's ready to strike. He's hungry for blood. He finds a kill on the Twanu. Opens up highway now, and A side is really weak now, as we do see Devil, the only player left. He's in a main existence, trying to hold on to whatever map control they have towards middle. He finds one, he's doing well so far, but Paz, he'll walk out, take the kill on the Devil. Maniac finds a kill on the Major, who was lurking still towards B. His existence doing an excellent job to stay alive here. No need just yet. Engine, he finally takes the kill. He finds the second on the Maniac and closes out the round for Space Soldiers. 8-3 now. They are starting to get a strong lead. They get the bomb plant at the end as well, so that's going to be good for their economy, and they can start to build that cash up yet again. I think Space Soldier called for a pause. Tactical pause, so they've won the round. They know they've broken LDLC, so it's just now they want to calm down. They want to talk about some of the issues may happen, or what the game plan is, how they want to just control this game now. They have got control of it. It's theirs to lose. No, definitely don't want to throw this one away. Also, to make sure my mic isn't lagging right now, is it? It's fixed, hopefully. Just a little bit. Okay. My neck's a bit sore today. So, a lot of people bet on LDLC then. The pause comes in. I think yesterday they had the 30-second pauses. I don't know if that's what's going on right now. I think they just take as long pauses as they wish, as they have 179 minutes left of their pause. It's finished. We're getting underway yet again. The game resumes. It's going to be LDLC opting for this force buy. They're going to buy armor on every single player, upgrade the pistols, a FAMAS, and a UMP. See if that can amount to anything. Existence actually has a kit as well, so that gives them the opportunity to play late into the round. The Space Soldiers are going for this default. Pushing through aggressively. Paz is dropped. Not before he finds a frag though. 20 is there to trade though. A nice double push into Squeaky. Miss Calyx, he's not taking Squeaky control. Paz has fallen, so he wants to regain map control they started with. It's into a 4 versus 4. Centauros spots out Existence, does a little bit of damage. Existence falls back worse for wear as he's dropped down to 48 HP. Doesn't want to go down as he still has a smoke, a flash. Sorry, a smoke and a diffuse kit. A Major, he'll drop 20, and it's into a 4 versus 3 now as the CT side starting to creep back towards A. Existence has relocated himself. Calyx should hear this one out, but Existence still looking towards Squeaky. Still Space Soldiers, 44 seconds left. They're heading towards B here. There's smoke going out for CT, but it's a player in the back. His Maniac finds one, but he's quickly shut down by Major. And this Molotov going to secure the bomb plant as Existence nearly gets through heaven, but that Molotov perfectly lands and will secure the bomb plant at least in the re-smoke for CT. And it should be an easy round for them to close out, but Alex, he picks up a frag, making it a little bit more difficult. As he shuts down Major, but it's Existence left on 44 HP with only a kit to work with and a UMP. And look at Calyx, I don't even think he's used one piece of utility in this round. So he's just going to be saving that, he doesn't need it. So just save that into the next round, and that's definitely something you want to have going for you. As you definitely win the round without using any utility, you're going well. But it's LDLC, should be able to buy into this next round after this one. So one more eco coming out. Probably not going to see anything bought up, maybe P250 here and there. As you do see Maniac picking up that P250. Space Soldiers are starting to run away with this one. 9-3 now. They've completely dominated the start of this. On the T side, we do see 5 AK-47s. Style they opted for yesterday. A lot of the time they wanted to go for this setup, but it's a quick B push coming in from the CT side. Engine, he'll spot out the first one. Unable to find a lethal blow, so they'll get away safely towards spawn. And then behind, and Engine strangely doesn't expect this, but Calyx and Major, they find 4 frags pretty quickly here, and it looks as though this eco round won't really amount to anything for Alex, as he has left in a precarious position all the way over towards A here. The door is open, so Alex finds himself looking for the frag, but it's Palace to shut him down. 10-3 now. Space Soldiers lead the way. We're 2 runs away from closing out the half. It's really down to now whether LDLC can get these last 2 rounds. If they can't, 10-5 isn't as bad as they probably are looking at right now. The domination coming out by Space Soldiers. They don't have the utility, the cash to buy up an AWP and Twinu. Let's see how much that Really pays off for LDLC because Twanu has been that man who's found those two opening frags on the A site. He's been pretty much a really good anchor with his AWP, but unable to find those frags without this AWP in this seat, if that will tell tales. Quick spread coming in towards Silver Boost here. So LDLC will be a little bit late getting up there. SSoldiers, they're just in this spread out default they've been doing quite a lot lately. They just leave the ball towards mid. They have some mid control, they have some B control. Squeaky and Amy in as well. LDLC, they've got nice crossfires here. They've been playing Devil in that boost position quite a lot. So, let's see the T side now grouping up. The bomb coming with them towards B. It is going to be Alex who strikes first. He finds two. Paz is there to trade on to Twanu, but that's not enough. His existence fights back, finds Calix. Engine though, he finds a beautiful spray. Double kill for him. And he opens up the site now. The B site is completely clear. He starts to plant the bomb in a perfect position for his teammate Major. And now it's looking like SSoldiers round, but they only have a smoke and a flash to work with. On the CT side, no kits. They've got one flashbang. So they're going to have to make their way into the site quickly here. Alex has made his way into B main. Finds a player looking around the wrong way. Major there to trade, but unable to find it. And Alex will pick up the last two frags. Secures that 4k for him. And he's carrying LDLC in his back right now. Picking up these crucial frags and getting them to 10-4. One round away from getting 10-5, which won't look as bad. But SSoldiers definitely are able to bind with this next round quite strongly. If we can look at the scoreboard production, we'd like to see how well Alex is actually doing. He's 14 and 11 right now. Just Devil, he had a good performance yesterday. He's having a completely terrible performance, 3 and 10. And on the SSoldier side, it's just a completely average across the whole board. They've got the same amount of kills, and Terra's actually the one bottom fragging, which is not common. But it is going to be the T side. Again, go for this default play. They came close to winning it last time. It was just a hero play coming out by Alex, able to pick up those 4 kills that secured them the round. But if LDLC do want to win these games, they're definitely going to have to make Devil wake up or play him somewhere different, as he does seem a little bit vacant right now on the server. Having only 3 kills in 15 rounds, you really got to be asking questions at that point. Molotov going to force Paz back. Out of Squeaky, where he has shown some presence now. So Alex, he's wanting to dance with fire here. He's pushing, but he's unable to get there, as Antera straight to the smoke will deal 45 damage to him. It's Paz to take a little bit of damage on board as well. He's going to be dropped down to 27 HP. 55 seconds left. Major falls back from B. Looks as though A will be the point of contact. All 5 players making their way here. Coming out mid. A bit of a fail here. His existence now. He wants to try and spot this one out, but it's Major. Straight up onto the boost. Finds the headshot. Is he going to expect this second player playing close in the smoke here? That's the question. No, he isn't. And Twanu picks up the frag, and there we go. Devil wakes up. He falls from the boost. He picks up a kill. Alex again strikes. So we're going to see Zanteris. He's trying to answer back. He finds 2. It's into a 2 versus 2 now. His Maniac has rotated all the way over from B. And Twanu, he's found 1 so far, but he needs to make it better than that. He needs to find Zanteris here, and he will. He's looking for the last kill. Engine. He's creeping around. He's onto the site now. Got 8 seconds. He's got to commit to the bomb plant. So when he walks through, gets 10-5 is the score, and that's half time. SSoldiers lead it by 5 rounds, 10-5. Dominating start. And LDLC now, they need this pistol round. If they lose this one, so we're likely to see SSoldiers start to run away with the game. So for the T side, we're going to see how they go into this pistol round. They're going to be starting by 3 sets of armor, smoking a flat, double flash on Twanu. Devil purchases a deagle. So let's see if the deagle can amount to anything. Interesting to start, as Zantaris just takes 2 headshots, and that's going to be SSoldiers picking up the lead that they so desire, as that's a beautiful start into this pistol round. And it's Devil to try and trade frag, but he's got a deagle, and he's going to use that from the boost, as he's taking a lot of damage on board as well. No armor. He's going to find himself getting aim punched quite a bit here. Smoke, flash, remains on Twinu. He still has that option to go towards A or B with the flash and the smokes. 1 minute left on the clock and the bomb starting to make its way over towards A. Looks like it's going through Squeaky in the hands of Maniac. Devil going to be entry fragging with the Deagle. He has to land the shots. There is 3 players, nearly 4 if the player from mid rotates over. Granting them access will not be Xantares as he picks up another tune. Tries to secure the ace, but passes there. 4K comes out by Xantares, picking up a perfect round for Space Soldiers. LDLC fall in a pretty crucial pistol round. I don't even think they were able to pick up 1 frag, which is exactly what you don't want to be happening if you are LDLC in a pistol round that really mattered. But they fall, and Space Soldiers pick up a perfect round and go into this one quite heavily on the SMGs, which a lot of teams can be a downfall for a lot of teams as you are going up against Tech 9s and PT50s, which in certain situations I think they almost better the UMP at range. So we are going to see a close round probably coming out here. It is going to be a stack towards A. 2 players in the Squeaky position. Make that 3 actually. 2 towards A main. Push comes through. The first kill is Devil. Xantares will actually drop Maniac. So it's into a 4 versus 4. 1 minute 20. That doesn't matter. It's now a race. The bomb has been planted. And now the retake is on. Get on engine. Boost coming out by Alex. Could be a bit of a nuisance here towards middle. He's just making sure because Calix is here. He does spot out Alex, so the timing doesn't work out, but a whiff spray coming in, and the Peter 50 prevails as Alex picks up the headshot, and now it's into a 3 versus 4. We are surrounded on all angles. It looks as though LDLC will be able to close out this round, and it's getting dangerously low, but Major and Paz, they pick up 2 frags, and it's Devil to finally wake up. He strikes, he finds 1, and the bomb unable to get defused just yet. The spray coming through, the smoke dissipates, and Devil picks up the knife, and that's going to be Space Soldiers losing that second round by a force buy with pistols. Like I aforementioned, as pistols versus UMPs, especially if you go heavy UMPs with more than 2 players, you're going to look at that option that the pistols can defeat you. But with Space Soldiers lead, they still have the option. They're going to be force buying into this round, giving themselves a chance. They are very good pistol players. And again, LDLC have gone for 4 SMGs, so definitely not out of the question that Space Soldiers could pick up this round. Major is getting boosted up by Engine here. He's going to be getting boosted up for a flank in behind Amy, and he's found himself with a CZ in hand, and Paz finds himself with a beautiful Deagle headshot right onto the head of Devil as he's finished. Major, he starts to strike. Trigger discipline doesn't really work out, and then he does a little bit of damage. Alex dropped down to 9 HP. That was a wasted opportunity, but Xantares, he peeks, he finds 1, and he's able to fall back safely. Goes in for seconds. It's unable to find it yet, but he flashed, finds the kill. Major finds a kill on a Maniac, and actually left on 20 of these pistols working out perfectly for Space Soldiers. We're going to see it 1 versus 5 coming out here. This could be a perfect round for the Space Soldiers side as we just back at Twinu. He's just going to try and save this back in Squeaky night. It would be crucial for him to save these if he's unable to. I'm going to see LDLC just crumble. 44 seconds left. Twinu just going to run straight into the Devil Pit as he takes 43 HP damage, and it's going to be Engine to finish him off. And LDLC lose that 3rd round. Space Soldiers back and forth. They pick up the 12th round, and it's going to be 12-6 now. 4 rounds away from victory on this first map on Cash. Again, going for heavy SMGs, but the thing is, they're going up against 5 Deagles. And this is a really strange second half here. Space Soldiers picked up 4 SMGs and an AK-47. Pretty much the exact same buy we've seen from LDLC in the previous round, where Space Soldiers were able to shut them down. But it's going to be 5 Deagles coming out on the LDLC side. Alex is getting boosted up. He's going to be looking for that frag towards the Z connector. What comes out? Existence is prevented from getting towards middle. 1 minute 20 left in the clock. Major finally spots out 1 player. Calix is going to be trying to come in and finish him off. Nearly does. Drops him down to 59 HP, but Maniac's able to fall back. He's going to come back for more here. The nade takes another 9 HP off him, but he's able to fall back. And that's going to be 1 minute left on the clock, and no plays made just yet until Xanterra's Eve picks up the frag, and he's going to start it off, taking down Existence, and it's going to be Paz to try and strike back. He finds the first kill on the Twinu. Devil strikes back, finds another one on the Paz, and then we're going to be back and forth yet again, but man advantage still for Space Soldiers here. But the bomb has been collected, and it's heading towards B. CT side are convinced it's A though, his engine strikes. And they must know at this point, Calyx is still here. He has to stay alive, give his team enough time to get over here. 30 seconds, he denies the bomb. It's dropped right at his feet, the flash perfect, and he'll shut down Maniac. A beautiful flash coming in from his teammates, and Terra's there. And he's able to pick up the round for Space Soldiers, 13-6 now. 3 rounds away from closing this one out. They know LDLC are on the eco. They've picked up 3 SMGs, they're going to be upgrading Paz onto that M4A4. So definitely should be Space Soldiers round all day long. 5 Glocks coming out. So we're looking at 14-6 now. LDLC playing for the win and don't want to let Space Soldiers get to that 15th round. For everyone who bet on LDLC, at least there is one saving grace. If they do split maps 1-1, that is a tie, so you get to keep your money, I believe. So push coming through. Glocks raining in on the B site. Major finds the kill. Calyx finds the second. And that's going to be the third coming in for Space Soldiers as well. Santeras finds one as well. We're looking at a team ace if Paz is able to find the last frag. Devil though, he sneak all the way over towards A. Gets the bomb plant. So that's a little bit of cash going in their way next round. And he's out of there. He wants to just run away. Leaves a little present for the Space Soldiers to find. And delivers himself towards mid. As he's now just on the opposite site. He'll try and find some weapons dropped over. He's finding a UMP at least. He's picked that up. Bomb defused now, and that's going to be Space Soldiers under the 14th round. A nice good play coming out by LDLC, nevertheless. I mean, what else can you ask for a full Glock buy? You're just going to go straight away, just plant the bomb on A. A bomb plant is huge, especially since we're going to see a strong buy now. It's Devil hasn't bought anything yet, but we're looking at likely 5 AKs, and we do see those coming out. Up on Calyx, and we're going to see 2 UMPs coming out on Engine and Major. Paz and Xanteras are going to pick up 2 rifles. Space Soldiers know they can just hang on to these weapons. They're going to be able to buy next round anyway. Calyx with the aggressive peek, he'll pick up the kill on the Maniac. And that's going to give Space Soldier that man advantage they so desire. And Existence takes damage on board as well as he's left in behind the smoke. Engine knows exactly where he's playing from. The smoke starts to dissipate. No matter because Major's there. He picks up the frag. Existence is dropped. And 1 minute 25 left on the clock. And the CT side have started this one off perfectly. The A side is where the T side want to push here. LDLC Twinu has found himself quite close here. He finds the kill on the Xanteras. Can he find the second? Player's blinded all over the place, but Alex will shut him down before he's able to do anything else. 1 minute left on the clock, and players are back and forth yet again. But it's a bit of an issue for the CT side, for the T side here, as they want to try and get towards A. They have no information. The B is clear. No longer clear as the player has fallen all the way back, and the bomb just rolls right into the feet onto the CT side towards middle as Devil is dropped. Paz finishes it off, and that is map point for Space Soldiers. It's likely to be the map going to Space Soldiers, and we do see LDLC on a force buy here. Pretty weak buy coming out. Complete opposite on Space Soldiers' side. They're going to have an AWP, 4 rifles, and diffuse kits across the board as well. And the best weapon is the AK. Here, Devil with that. There's going to be SMGs heavily with limited utility on 4 players. Devil with nothing to work with. Despite being able to do quite a bit of damage, you get the bomb plant previously, but going to be B, the presence that LDLC want to go towards. Calyx is there though. He's been an absolute stomping ground with his AWP. Finds the first. He's trying to find more here, but it's Major to find 2. Nearly gets the third, but Maniac too quick to trade, and Twinu shuts down Calyx, but it's Engine from above. He'll shut down Twinu, and it's now left on Maniac in a 1 versus 2. He's found 2 so far, but it's a tall ask even for him to shut this team down. I don't think they spotted him, so he's still alive for the main part. He doesn't know where he could go at this point. His Paz is still expecting him to walk through, but Xanteras finishes it off. 16-6 for Space Soldiers. They close out the first map, and that's going to be the round. The first map going in the way of Space Soldiers, and LDLC crumble. They're late to wake up. Again, they're just looking pretty slow. 20 and 14 frags, I believe Alex still led the way, but the rest of the team hitting 9 frags across the board. Not really doing well. We're looking at existence 8 and 22, but that's about it for the first map. Don't go anywhere. We'll be up next with map 2, which I believe is Cobblestone, and we'll see if LDLC can come back and beat this Turkish side. And there's Alex to try and find more. He does a lot of damage to Maniac, but he's finally shut down by Existence. He's found himself an AK. This Major in a perfect position, unexpected. Existence will drop with B. He's gonna have to quicken up now as there is only 25 seconds left on the clock. The CT side, nope. But this is gonna have to come in anytime soon. This is where they might want to pounce and try and stop this, but Centeris, he picks up 2 in the favour of Maniac as he shuts down Calyx, and Engine is quick to trade. He shuts down Alex and he finds a second. It's MDO 1 versus 1. Engine is going to roll out. He spots the player. He fake flashes with the CZ. And now it's left for 1 versus 1. It's a lot of damage done from LDLC to start. Some aggression works out. SSoldiers not expecting it. But has wait out some aggression. Strolling into the side. Aggressive towards A. So legally has to land.
You have the off fire from Shazam is still out.
So, a smidgen of damage. Ho ho ho! Surprise, surprise, the 1D hits, but Flowset hits harder as he finds 3.
Finds himself a kill, but Magnus trades it back. He lines up. He gets the triple.
Guy opens for face. He's about to pounce like a squirrel. He's got 2 in a third face. A flying squirrel from tree. And he escapes with 3 nuts for misfits.
You have the off fire from Shazam and it's still out. Oh, 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 oh!
So, a smidgen of damage. Ho, ho, ho! Surprise, surprise, the 1D hits, but Flowset hits harder as he finds 3.
Finds himself a kill, but Magnus trades it back to the lineup. He gets the triple.
Dials for face. He's about to pounce like a squirrel. He's got 2 and a third face. A flying squirrel from tree. And he escapes with 3 nuts for misfits.
Welcome back to map 2. It's where Space Soldiers take on LDLC here on Overpass. Space Soldiers pick up the first map, 16-9 on cash, completely stomp LDLC, who apart from Alex, seem pretty vacant from the server so far. So let's see if they can wake up and show a little bit of promise coming into this second map, which is Overpass. Space Soldiers have looked pretty unstoppable, and they pick up the knife round as well. So they are going to decide to switch, and they're going to start on the CT side, which is quite the favoursome side, I suppose. A lot of teams like to start on the CT side on Overpass to get that lead going. It is going to be 4 sets of armour and a diffuse kit and a smoke coming out on Engine. On the T side, we're going to see a double flash and a smoke on Twinu, and the rest are going to buy armour. And we're going to see them divided out here on Overpass, getting into the way into the pistol round. We are going to see the T side making their way towards B here. 3 players setting up outside. Twinu, the man with the utility to use here. Let's see where he decides to use it. Maniac making his way through connector 9, checking every angle. Make sure it is clear. So far, everything looks as though it is. So now he can make his push onto the B site when his team are ready to do so. Engine. If he jumps spotting towards A long, he doesn't spot out Alex, so the time works out perfectly for him. The flank is still on the cards, but 1 minute 10 left on the clock. Space Soldiers deciding to pounce at this point his existence. We'll find that first frag on the major as the T side now. LDLC pick up the first round advantage into this pistol round. And let's see if they can continue that. Smoke is finally used towards B. That's going to smoke off Heaven, I believe. And the flashes come in as well. And it's going to be Paz, the first man here. He's going to strike. He's going to find the first. He finds it. Nearly the second, but Calyx finds that one. And Twinu just trying to strike back here. He's done a lot of damage here. Drops down Calyx to 64 HP. That's around about dead at this point is. That's all he can really hope for. His Engine now. He's from Heaven. He has to try and find some more damage. Coming up from behind is Alex, but he's shut down, and now it's into a 4 versus 1 as Delaville is left alone and Paz finishes it off. Space Soldiers pick up the pistol round and continue their pistol round victories. I think it's 3 pistol rounds so far have been played, so they've got 3 out of 3 pistol rounds now victories, so definitely starting it off well. And you really see when Space Soldiers pick up that pistol round, they get the ball rolling pretty early on, and they were able to pick up the first 3 rounds usually. I'm going to be picking up that M4 into this one. UMP coming out. 3 SMGs and a FAMAS on Calyx. On the CT side, they got the bomb plants that are going to be ecoing into the next round. So this round is just generally for Space Soldiers to try and grind some cash out on these SMGs here. It's going to be the T side making their way out towards middle. 2 players heading down connector, but that's with the bomb. And Xantares will be the man to peek here. He's going to try and find these 2 terrorists making their way down. He finds the first, and he finds the second. That is a question, and he does. And that's Devil. He's going to drop the bomb as well. Resistance. He's trying to fight back on the middle here, trying to find that frag that might put them back in the way of LDLC, but unable to find it just yet. But Twinu, he's going to find Xantares, stopping him doing any more havoc here. His Engine, he's the man to try and fight back. He finds the first frag on the Alex. Can he find the second? He does, and on the existence. And now he's left on 1 player. Twinu left on the playground position. He's going to try and find his way around through middle. Twinu now just hiding behind the balloons. And he's going to get called out from Engine with the player coming in from behind. It's all but over. At least he gets a shot on the Engine before he goes down to Major. And it's going to be Space Soldiers picking up the first 2 rounds. Going into this buy round straight away. Getting that first pistol round bomb plant for the T side at least allows for this buy into the 3rd round. They're going to pick up 5 AK-47s. On the CT side, we're going to see them leaving 1 SMG in the hands of Major, maybe to get some more cash. I mean, there is limited utility on the LDLC side, and Calyx, he's going to keep himself a FAMAS. Well, DLC are going into this one with the weaponry advantage, but definitely not the utility advantage. And that can be so useful here, as Xantares nearly picks up that kill based off that flashbang. But Alex makes it away with the frag, and he's able to go back towards A long now with that frag out to his collection. And Nige Major, he's going to fight back at this point. They're still down there. We've got a man advantage LDLC here, and I've got a lot of time to work with. And still 2 smokes, and they got 4 flashbangs. There's still a lot of utility. They have much more utility now than the Space Soldiers side. So it's technically LDLC's trying to lose, and Alex walks out. He gets shut down by pals, and that's a Space Soldiers fighting back. They pick up a frag. 1 minute left on the clock, and definitely Space Soldiers are coming back into this one. This Engine finds another one on the Devil in toilets, and that's going to be 53 seconds left. Back into a 4 versus 3. Space Soldiers pick up the man advantage, and LDLC are starting to fall now. They pick up the man advantage, but lose it as Alex walks away carelessly out long. And Engine able to pick up a frag on the Devil in the toilets. 35 seconds left. LDLC need to make a pounce now. Engine drops to a new, and that's the bomb as well. And it's left all on Existence and Maniac, who are both extremely low HP. They only make up 37 HP together. And they're starting to creep out. One towards long, one towards toilets. Timing works out for Maniac. He picks 1 headshot, finds the second as well, so that opens up an avenue for the A side. Starting to creep on now. It's on Paz and Calyx to shut this one down. Calyx is all the way over to the opposite end, and the bomb going down in the last few seconds of the round here. Paz is able to find a kill on the Existence. Got to stay alive though. He's 2 HP. His teammate, he comes in from behind, and Calyx closes it out. Space Soldiers able to close that one out. They pick up the 3rd round. So close to losing that one, but that sets LDLC back on an eco. And that's going to be a beautiful 2 headshots coming in by Maniac there. There's going to be full body coming out on the CT side here. And again, and on the T side, we're going to see a much different story. They're going to only have pistols to work with at this point. Is whether they go for this force buy, and they do. Alex picking up. Actually, they're going to be purchasing up just a force buy. Maniac going to be grabbing himself an AK-47. The rest of the players just upgraded pistols on armor. T-side now, they're going to be making their way towards the playground position with the deagles in hand, and it'll be Xantares to meet them here. He's going to find his first frag. He finds 2. That's the bomb dropped as well. And he's able to get away safely behind the smoke into the toilets, but Devil's eager to get the trade here. He's going to walk right into the crosshair of Engine if he's not careful. Actually, Engine will try and get his head ripped off, and it's going to be Xantares to take the kill. He shuts down Devil. Maniac, he's coming in from behind now. He shuts down Xantares, and it's going to be into a 3 versus 2. Maniac takes a lot of damage on board. He's finally dropped by Calyx, and Calyx will be fighting the last player. But he falls, and that's the force buy not working out for LDLC, and they gift Space Soldiers the 4th round. LDLC with these strange economic decisions, they are able to buy into this one with maximum loss bonus. Chiming in to a new, picks up the AWP. Maniac with the P250, and the teammates will pick up AK-47s. And it's on the CT side. AWP comes out in Engine. We've seen how monstrous he is with these weapons. Let's see if that can continue as they make their way towards middle. To a nuke, drop by Engine. That's early on frag going in the way of Space Soldiers. As Maniac and Existence make their way out now towards A. B, sorry, and they're making their way up short. The flash is coming in from Devil. He's going to entry through Monster. The flash works perfectly. He picks up the frag on the Calyx. Nice trade frag coming in as Calyx did drop his teammate in the form of Existence early on in the rivals, and Terrace is there. He picks up the frag on the Maniac. That's into a 4-0 territory for the score. Going to be a 4 versus 2. And the players, Devil and Alex, left alone. Engine makes that all on Devil as Alex just walks right round the corner, and Engine will shut him down. Now left on Devil with the bomb in hand. He has an AWP and a set of armor to work with. Also has 2 flashes, and he flicked the smoke towards mid. Got 1 minute to play with. He's up against 4 players. It's unlikely that he'll be able to do much. Anything he can do is appreciated for his team right now, as they are trailing quite heavily. Space Soldiers coming into this one strong, especially starting it off here on Overpass. Continuing their form from Cash. Devil looks to be walking right into the crosshair of Engine here. Engine, he picks up the frag, the bomb is dropped, and Devil falls with it as Space Soldiers pick up the first 5 rounds in a row. And we're going to see LDLC back on a weak buy yet again, if they'd even decide to buy. To be honest, I would just rather maybe maximum buy a PT50. But it'd be great if they didn't buy anything, as they would be able to buy into this gun round quite strongly. Existence. Honest teammates are getting forced by, though. They're going to pick up Deagles and PT50s, give themselves a chance to win, as they will be able to buy into the next round anyway, but it is not going to be as strong. Looks as though Maniac wants to get this frag, but the flash works perfectly. Zentera's able to pick up that free frag every day of the week as he shuts down Maniac, and he falls back safely as Engine will pick up the second frag, and that's Twinu dropped for the T side. 1 minute 23 left on the clock, and Alex has slipped his way past long. He finds himself 2 players looking right at him, and he's unable to pick up a frag. It's going to be a bit of an issue as he needs to find something, but Paz will shut him down. Devil finds one, but Paz is doing more work, but Devil from behind, he finds a second kill. Adds that to his collection, but he's found a third as well, so it's into a 1 versus 2. He picked up 3 frags so far. Devil needs to find the ace if he wants to close this one out. Still has 1 minute left on the clock. He's got himself full utility, and he's got himself armor and an AK. Not out of the question just yet. 50 seconds left to try and find himself somewhere on the map that he would like to go. Bomb is making its way past playground all the way back round towards B. Major's watching A, and we have Alex in between. He's in connector. He can play wherever he likes. Actually, Devil going to be heading towards Monster, I believe. It has been spotted out and heard out by Calix as he hears him coming through the tunnel. His feet are spotted. He gets dropped to 1 HP, and Calix will finish it off by shutting down Devil. 6-0 now. Space Soldiers nearly lose that one. Devil with a strong performance there. He started to wake up. Maybe Cash just isn't his map. He's starting to look a bit stronger here on Overpass to start with on these first 6 rounds. But it is going to be Space Soldiers starting it off extremely strongly. Picking on these first 6 rounds of these. There's Twinu. He's going to pick up that AWP. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Find some open frags for his team. Maybe close one out. As he hasn't been able to do that yet on Cash. So let's see if he can wake up here on Overpass to this AWP and get it into play. There's Alex now. He's the main man here. He's going to be entry frag, and he finds the first frag. The Centera's is dropped, but the trade frag comes in. And there to shut Alex down, and it's Paz close in the smoke. He's helping his teammate here. Devil shut down by Paz, but Engine falls to Maniac, and he's able to make his way up past the toilets, up the goal, and now he's heading up A. Short has been breached, and he's on to the A site. Major finds a frag elsewhere on the Existence. Helps out the CT side in their endeavours, as Maniac will find another frag. Opens up the site. LDLC now get the bomb plant. Simply 2 versus 2. Space Soldiers on the retake. They have 2 rifles to work with. Calix has found himself in mid. On silver lining is that Maniac is only on 22 HP, so still extremely doable for this Space Soldier side. As creeping out long. Hasn't spotted anyone just yet, but he will be finding Twinu. Looking a bit dazzled and confused here, but Twinu, he'll pick up a kill on his teammate Calix, and that opens up Maniac to strike, and that's going to be 3k going for Maniac. Twinu picks up 1, and Alex finishes it off with that opening frag as well. And that's going to be 6-1 now. LDLC get their first round of the board. It's all about how Space Soldiers answer back into this one. They've been really good at answering back to losing rounds and breaking the economy of the opponent. Let's see if they can do that yet again here on Overpass. Just evidence to how close these rounds have been. You can see Space Soldiers' economy isn't as strong as they probably would have liked. They've got 4 rifles, but definitely Calix being on that UMP is going to be a tiny bit of an issue for him. Flash is raining in. Engine doesn't find much, and Major, he's coming in from the side here through the tunnel. Twinu, he drops Major, and that's going to be opening up the site. Twinu does find that opening frag, but Paz is there to trade right over the Alex, and now Centera's in a crossfire with his teammate. The Flash blinds his teammate. Devil picks up the frag, and Paz, he's trying to find this frag here on the Devil. He's found it. He's finding 2, and he dropped by Existence, and it's into a 2 versus 2. Maniac here will try and do a little bit more damage. He finds one. Existence finds one as well, and it's Maniac to close it out again, and LDLC pick up their consecutive round. 6-2 here. They've streamed live on Overpass. It is going to be an eco coming out from Space Soldiers. Finally, their economy's been broken. AWP comes out in 20 yet again, and Space Soldiers aren't going to be sacrificing the money for armor, so they are giving themselves a chance to win in the next gun round. They're going to have a much stronger buy coming into this next gun round. So sacrificing the armor for cash into the next gun round is probably the smartest decision. It is the T side to make their way towards A here. They've got a nice default, 2 towards connector, 1 towards middle. There's going to be Twanu, he's carrying the bomb on his back as well. Maniac has creeped all the way through connector, making sure it's clear. Doesn't want to get caught out by anything. He won't be just yet, but it's Alex. He nearly gets caught out, but he finds 2 frags. Gonna try and find his third, but gets ripped apart by the P250 in Major's hands. But Existence is there a little bit further back. He'll pick up the trade frag, and it's going to be the CT side starting to crumble at this point. Paz and Kellick's still alive. Paz with a deagle is definitely not out of the question that he can find some frags himself. He's a beast player. He fired. There we go. He picks up one on the Maniac. It's down to whether he can find another. Here he does, and he picks up a kill on the Devil, nearly a third, but Twanu's too quick on the the Tech 9. And he'll find that kill, and Paz is a beast with that deagle, as aforementioned, and it's going to be Existence and Twanu making their way onto the side here. Twanu has the AWP in close quarters. He's going to try and get this bomb down. Again, planted right in the middle of the truck. Going to be baiting Calix out. He only has a USP, so not the greatest weapon in that situation, and he's going to get dropped by Existence. He picks up another 2 frags and steadily increasing his score. If we look at the scoreboard here, we're going to see leading the way for the T side here is going to be Paz. He's leading the way 13-4. 3 for Major. And Zenteris has been a little bit quiet. He's going to be on 7 frags. But on the T side, it's a completely different story. Let's see, actually, Maniac is the man who's leading the way. Alex has been a little bit vacant on this map so far. He's found himself entry frags here and there and 2 frags here and there. But we have to see them come alive here. The smoke start coming under the site. That's going to be LDLC's main approach. They're going to be coming down from all angles. Twanu, he's in a bit of a sticky situation here with an AWP. You don't really want to be in close quarters like this against 1 or 2 players, because if you miss that first shot, it's all over right there and then. Bomb planted on the B site. Players surrounding it from all angles. The CT side are coming in from now. They've just decided, you know what, let's go back and reevaluate the situation. We've just been juked. You don't really want to give up these right weapons. So there's going to be saving. Back off and save these weapons. It's going to be 5 saves coming in, if possible. That's exactly what they like. Engine could find himself a creeping Devil walking right towards him, and he finds the frag, and that's going to be Devil dropped, and that's going to be the T side picking up 1 casualty along the way. So I'm getting blown up as we speak, and that's going to be a nice play coming in from the LDLC side, completely bamboozling the Space Soldier side, just forcing them off the side, taking the side, and forcing them all to save into this one. But the good thing is they are able to save. They give themselves a chance to win this one as well. 7-4 could be on the cards here. Space Soldiers play their cards right, and LDLC could find themselves 1 round away from equalizing it. Major could be Molotoving out that tunnel. That's going to be extinguished straight away by the smoke, so Devil not wasting any time. He's going to be heading right into B here, especially with Alex here. The execution coming in quite quickly here. Devil finds the first frag, but Calix finds 2, and that's going to be a beautiful spray down coming out by Calix. A beautiful one for the replay, as we do see Engine making his way back down the stairs. Really trying to get into this retake as Devil making this way through. Zenteris finishes them off, and that's going to be the round gun with Space Soldiers. The save pays off as they find themselves an AWP to work with as well. Excellent round by Space Soldiers. LDLC nearly picked up the round, but unable to just get those crucial frags. I believe it's only Devil able to pick up 1 frag with that Mac 10. So you're definitely going to be needing a little bit more. Walking into spray downs has been a bit of an issue and a bit of a common theme across these games in the past 2 days. We've seen teams watching that angle, and unluckily for LDLC, Calix was there to strike as he picks up on it. Nice to stream offline. Sorry. Went offline for a second. Stream might have cut out for a little bit. It's back online now. It must have just disconnected from the server for a moment. But we're back online, and it's back into the game as Engine misses the shot. He'll be able to fall back now alive though, and that's going to be long control established for the LDLC side. They're going to be just trying to get towards long 9, towards A as their point of contact. As the CS Soldiers side are trying to retaliate. They're trying to get this long control back in the favour of them. 44 seconds, and Zenteris is doing a good job. He shuts down Alex, and that's going to be good for the CT side here. And Zenteris opens it up, ripping apart Alex, and It's going to be the T side trying to answer back here. The op gets dropped over to Xanteris, and that's the bog down theorem coming into fruition yet again. As Xanteris, the low HP player, picks up the AWP. He's good with every weapon though, and Devil. That just means your internet cut out. Sorry, we have a little bits of issues here, technical issues. If it persists, we'll just turn off the stream and then restart it. But it looks as though we're just having a little bit of disconnecting issues here on the producer's end. But we're back into the game here, and it is going to be the CT side definitely with the stronger buy here. We're going to see the AWP coming out on Engine. Space Soldiers starting to extend upon their lead yet again. LDLC, a mere 4 rounds to work with. As the UMP making his way through tunnels and picks up the first frag. Calyx is dropped. Twinu finds these on Terrace. It's into Maniac now. Yes, try and find some frags. The smoke goes out. And it's Alex to find a frag on the Engine. We leave 2 players left on the CT side. They're going to have to try and fight back now. It is Alex to pick up the AWP. I haven't seen him play with that AWP just yet. Let's see how he floats his boat with the AWP. We're going to see Twinu with the Molotov. Throws that right into the bank. Brings the cash along with it. And now it's Paz trying to find his way back onto the site here. Players all angles covering this A site. As now the Space Soldiers are forced off. Back on the rocket ship and away to the B site to save these weapons. As the T side now, they prevail. They fall back off the site and they got the bomb to blow up in a few seconds and they'll win the round. And that's going to be LDLC finally get another round on the board. It's been pretty much Space Soldiers' map. They've been able to just get onto the sites quite well. Close it out on the T sides on cash. But this time on their CT sides, they've looked a little bit more shaky. LDLC definitely look a bit more confident on overpass. But time is ticking. The bomb will go up. And LDLC get their 5th on the board as Maniac will secure that for his team. And that's going to be Space Soldiers leading the way still 8-5, but LDLC 3 rounds from coming back into this one. AWP on Engine, AWP on Twinu. Let's see if these ops can duel together in a battle towards middle or take some map control. I'd like to see the op playing a little bit more dynamic. Something that I seen yesterday from Heroic was the professionalism from Yugi just to open up areas of the map with that op, especially on CT side. Able to just pop up like a whack-a-mole, take a kill, fall back behind walls. I mean, he was just playing like an excellent player, just able to get frags, fall back, and be so dynamic that this other team couldn't really get a read on what he was doing or where he was playing from, because he was just so different. He's playing from right side on Nuke, appears an A site, appears a B site, all in one movement. Welcome back to the game. Again, we just restarted the stream, just make sure everything's going well. It should be okay now as Pals will finish it off and Twinu will get dropped. Space Soldiers pick up the 9th and 1 round away from end and a half. Space Soldiers definitely leading the way here. B-side have started to crumble a little bit. Their economy going into this last round is less than desirable. Space Soldiers definitely the advantage going into this one with weapons. We lose the Engine with the AWP. A quick burst of life. Hopefully we'll come out of LDLC to close out this last round of the half. I mean, pretty far-fetched, to say the least. The Engine. He's gone for some aggression, but doesn't see anything, so he falls back with the AWP. He's going to play more of a turret style towards the A site. Falling all the way back behind the boxes for safety, and the Molotov shoot rain in as well. And we're going to see probably the T side just continue their way towards connectors. We do see them actually starting to group up now. They're going to probably hit A at some point. Engine, we're going to see that AWP come into fruition. We're going to see if he can shut them down. But the B smokes come in. That's going to be hopefully a fake if they are making their way towards A. But it's Major to shut one down, but it's able to get the last spray as Twinu shuts down Major, and it's going to be a 4 versus 4. Engine, he peeks up, he finds Maniac. Can he find the second? Unable to find it just yet, but that Molotov runs in as well. He takes a lot of damage on board, and the field smoke from Alex. Bomb goes down. 3 versus 4. Engine 3 HP. So, one lethal grenadier blow could end his life. Luckily for him, the enemy team don't have a frag grenade to work with. Alex making his way up through connector. It is going to be Alex to strike. He finds the first on the Zanteras. He finds the second on the Paz. If he finds the third, that's a huge play coming in by Alex. He's left in the 1 versus 2 here as Alex is left against Alex and Twinu making a sight now. There's a beat to it. It's going to be Alex making his way here. He finds the 4th, then he picks up a 4K, secures LDLC the 6th round, and we're going into the second half, 9-6, with LDLC coming back into this one. 3 rounds, and definitely they are on the back foot, but SSoldiers, we are seeing them in a decent start here on the T side. They're going to be starting here on the T side on the second half. It's a much needed pistol round coming out by LDLC here. They have to win this one. We're going to see a double smoke and a flash coming out on Al. Sorry, again, we're just dealing with technical issues. I don't know what's really wrong right now, but the Calyx, he'll strike, he'll drop down to a new, and he's going to try and find some more. 2 players versus 2. LDLC crumble a little bit, but Alex and Devil in existence, they pick up frags, but it's dueling here on long. Calyx has found 3s. Pretty much single-handedly decimated this CT side so far, and he comes up from behind. Here goes Maniac, whiff shot coming out. He finally gets that lethal blow as he shuts down Major, but Calyx has to find the ace here. In a 1 versus 2, 16 HP, Devil knows exactly where he's playing from, and no health to work with either. He has to collect that bomb. That's all but over for SSoldiers. LDLC pick up a much-needed pistol round as they go into this one with the advantage of cash. But it's definitely going to be a force buy coming in here for SSoldiers, unable to pick up that first plant in the first pistol round. They're going to be on these pistols, Deagles and CZs. On the CT side, it's going to be UMPs. They're going to be picking up 4 of them. And definitely an M4. But this looks like a scary round. If we remember back to Cash, when these heavy UMP buy went up against these force buy of SSoldiers, it didn't end so well for the LDLC side. So we're definitely going to see a close round coming out here. But nice to see a closer game overall coming out. Engine. He's going to make his way back towards middle now. He wants to group up with Paz as they do really want to get towards this site now. Existence, he's here. Low round coming out from both teams, neither making any approach on each other. It's going to be 1 minute left on the clock, and finally something's going on here. Paz will deal a little bit of damage. He's dropped down to 50 HP. 57 seconds left, and yet this soldier still haven't approached the site or showed any signs of wanting to approach the site, but 9 is starting to group up towards 8. It looks as though this Major walks through, finds the first shot. Alex finds 2 though, and that's a beautiful play coming in by Alex as he shuts down 2. Alex fights back with the Deagle, and it's Paz to try and get this one on the Alex as he comes around from behind. Paz with the Deagle, and it looks as though SSoldiers, they take the advantage into this one. Paz misses that lethal shot, but finishes it off by hitting down Devil. Huge plays coming in with the Deagles here. And it's Alex, can he finish it off? There's Maniac left in a 1 versus 3 with this M4. Should be able to find 1 or 2 frags. So the bomb still hasn't went down. They're going to have to get that down momentarily, but it's Engine coming in from the flank. He'll find the kill. And Maniac will close out and get finished up. And as the second round force buy prevails for SSoldiers yet again. 10-7 now. We're going into this one. SSoldiers 6 rounds away from closing out this game 2-0. LDLC, they're on a force buy of their own. No, it's not as strong as SSoldiers was. They're going to have 3 rifles to work with on the SSoldier side as well. And they just take it back with these pistol buys and make it look so strong. And it's going to be going into this round. Pretty weak utility on the CT side. No play going out by the T side. They're just going to be grouping up. Outside A, going through playground, and 1 player down towards the stairs. It's going to be some presence towards B as well in the form of Calyx, but the CT side, they've just gone for this default setup. They put 2 players towards A, 3 towards B, 1 player probably towards Heaven, so we can rotate in between both of the sites. And Engine, he's making sure that no one comes up this ladder. He just shuts them down, rips their heads off if they do come that way. But it's the flash will blind Twinu. He's forced back. He gets the information. There is at least 1 player there. One minute still left on the clock, so definitely a lot of time for this T side to play with. Flash comes out from Zanteras. and his teammates start to make their way up long. Flashbangs from Space Soldiers have been an absolute pleasure to watch. Rays come through the smoke on B, a little bit of a fake going on here. Looks as though LDLC aren't going to fall for it, though, as they are just looking towards A, as that is definitely the point of contact. Actually, they've fallen back towards middle to watch this one. Smoke straight on B, still no fake has been shown as Devil. He'll pick up the first frag on the engine. CTs aren't buying it. Actually, they fully bought it, and they're leaving one player on A side. The bomb has gone down, and the retake is now on. The CT side, they have 2 weapons to work with, 3 pistols, but Alex has been good with the UMP so far. He picks up the first one. Can he find the second? That is the question. He does, and he shuts down Major. It's not wonder whether he can find this third frag, which is Devil to find that one. He's sticking the bomb, and it's left all on Calyx, and the T side fall apart here as LDLC come back into this one with what looked like a weak buy, but turns out to win the battle. And LDLC get their 8th round on the board. Back and forth yet again. Space Soldiers lose a round that should have been theirs every day of the week. It is going to be T-side. They're going to force buy back into this one. I mean, they're going to have deagles. Major going to be a deagle player himself in this one. And Tara's going to be playing himself an AK. He has the most utility, along with Calyx. Paz has double flash and an AK to work with. It's somewhat of a strong buy compared to what we've seen LDLC win the last round with. So they're going to be having 3 UMPs, probably expecting to go up against an Eco, but Space Soldiers, they're going to be playing against that one. They've picked themselves up a lot of utility, 5 sets of armor, a Deagle, a P250, and 3 AK-47s. So it's definitely still out of the question that they could win this one. I'm spotting his existence on this A side. I'm not seeing anything just yet, so players are now making their way towards A long. Engine is going to be there as well. Molotov goes out. In behind the smoke. But it's Major. He's getting close to Twanu here. Twanu, if he walks around that corner, the timing works out good for him right now, so execute on the cards here for the Space Soldier side. Going to start their push here. The smokes and Molotovs run in existence. He'll take down Major. And that is going to be huge for the T side. As they have started to make their way onto the side, as Paz finds one, Alex fights back, Calyx finds another, but it's Alex, the ever consistent player here on the site. He's been the anchor for the CT side so far on Overpass, especially since in Cash as well, he was a huge player for them. But it's going to be Paz making his way. He finds the kill on the Alex, straight through the smoke, he finds the second on the Devil. Huge plays for coming out by him. It could be an absolute highlight moment here if Paz can find this 4th frag. 15 seconds left. Bomb has just been collected. Paz gonna walk out, get wrecked, and it's gonna be Maniac. He's got the bomb in his hands, and it's gonna be Calyx to try and pick up this last round, but Maniac done some smoke here. He's gonna be stuck on top of it. Bomb going down, and Calyx, he's gonna be able to get it. His Maniac misses the spray, and that's huge. But Maniac closes it out anyways. Calyx walks straight into the bullets, and that's an absolute thunder for Space Soldiers to lose. Space Soldiers should have walked away with that round every single time, but unable to get it. So we're going to look at 10-9 scoreline. It's going to be a pause coming in. It's going to be by the Space Soldiers. Probably a tactical timeout. Probably a tactical timeout. Looking at the scoreboard here, we're going to see Paz leading the way. 22-9 on this T side. And Terrace has been a little bit quiet. Especially Major as well is having a bit of a slow game. Existence yet to really wake up on both maps. He's going to be sitting on 7 frags. And Alex continuing the form from Cash. He's going to be leading the way 16-15. Devils woke up himself. He's got himself a little bit of a better score this time on Overpass. But getting into the way, the polls have come out. We're going to be looking at 10-9 scoreline now. Space Soldiers are going to be force buying into this one. They've picked up 3 AKs. As he's added the Deagle in the hands of Major and Engine. Pretty much identical, but less utility this time. LDLC, they have the AWP, a strong buy as well. You're going to have full utility, 5 sets of armor, including helmets. Twanu has the AWP in hand, but he's not going for aggressive peaks, which is interesting. He's going to be a more passive style AWPer. D side are going to be gathering towards A now. They've just went for their default. They spotted out what's happening. They fill out their opponents. Now use whatever you've got. Make it have such an impact that you all grouped all together. 5 weapons together will probably make something a little bit better than the last time, as they did spread 2 players out towards B, which really weakened the attack, but this time it's in full force. 3 players from long, 2 players from mid. And Tony will find the first kill. He shuts down Major with that AWP. It's Calix. He's making his way around. He finds the kill into Tornu. And his existence to fight back. Finally wakes up, picks up 2. He's a bit vacant, but he finds the 3rd, and that's an absolutely beast play coming in. He spots out the 4th as well. But I don't think he's be able to fill in this one, as he's too low HP and he's out of ammo. As Calix is in a 1 versus 1 now, as he picks up Devil. Is he going to expect Maniac coming in from behind? Nope. And Maniac will pick up the frag. And that'll be an excellent play coming out by Existence, shutting down 3 players in quick succession. LDLC, it's all tied up here on overpass, 10 to 10. LDLC finally wake up a little bit late, but not too late at all. Your money could still be safe yet. People who voted, who bet on LDLC, your money still could be safe. It's going to be 10 to 10 the score. And we're going to see the AWP remaining 22. Devil this time after losing is going to pick up that UFP. He wants to grind out some eco cash. Still, Space Soldiers seem confident as they're forced buying again. They still feel like they can win these rounds. They still feel like they have the better aim. And it's 20 with the AWP. Again, playing passive. He's just waiting for some aggression. Probably the best decision. I mean, you're up against pistols. If you get overwhelmed with the pistols, that's an AWP in the hands of your opponents, and you don't really want that to be happening. The Paz has found himself an Eagle, and that is going to be a dangerous and scary prospect for the CT side, especially since Santeros and Paz strike at the same time as they pick up 2 headshots with a pistol. A site is starting to fall apart. Alex is good for 1, but Calix quick to trade, and now it's into a 4 versus 2. Perfect play by Calix as he shuts down Devil, and we're looking at a pretty strong scoreline here. Maniac left in a 1 versus 4. That's Maniac. He's found enough to pick up a 1 versus 1. But 1 versus 4, a little bit too tall of an ask as he's all the way back over towards B now, trying to save this M4. And we'll be Space Soldiers picking up a horse by round. And taking the lead again, 11 to 10. They're right in assuming that they have good aim and they can win these 4 spies. As they've proven time and time again that they are able to win these rounds. Will be Space Soldiers taking the lead. AWP comes out on Engine. Gonna probably see a little bit more of an aggressive style coming out by Engine compared to Twinu. If we see their economy is completely broken, so it just shows how back and forth these runs really have been. No AWP to work with, not even weapons to work with, really. Maniac, the only man with a saved rifle into this round. On the T side, we're going to see an AWP coming out on Engine. If he goes for a more aggressive peek. Strange angle he's looking at. But again, they don't really know they're going up against pistols here. They know there is at least 1 safe weapon. But the amount of rounds LDLC have won in a row, you probably expect them to have a little bit more cash to work with, but been extremely close back and forth, so CT side is a little bit harder to maintain that cash, so they are going to obviously fall apart a little bit. Still, they're going to have enough weapons to fight back, as they have 5 sets of armor, upgraded pistols. They can still pick up a rifle and do something with that if they so desire. The slow play coming out by Space Soldiers. Going to be sending a few players up towards A long. 3 players. In fact, the bomb is being collected. It's coming back from Connector to group up towards A. It looks as though A will be the final point of contact here. Is the CT side now. They're going to be playing back from behind the smokes. Twinu is there. 52 seconds left on the clock. Smokes ran over. Engine there to throw them. And there's 48 seconds left. Is the CT side now on mid. Engine. Going to be trying to get this frag, but really slow play coming out by Space Soldiers here, but it looks as though they're ready to pounce, as they are ready and A long. They're making sure nothing's coming in from behind. Once they clear that, they will start to head that fake onto the A site as the bomb is making its way back towards B. Paz dueling here. Alex finds the first kill. That's going to be on Zantaros. The Paz is quick to trade back, and it's into a 4 versus 4. 20 seconds left on the clock. Major finally strikes. He picks up 1, as I thought he was going to get the second, but Existence picks up that one. That's a picked up rifle as Paz tries to get down to B, but Devil's too quick there, and the bomb finally going down with 9 seconds left on the clock, just in the nick of time. And that's going to be 3 players left on the T side versus 2 players on the CT side, as Calix will take Devil to the grave, and now it's going to be left all on Calix and Engine. Calix has left himself on 1 HP. And Engine has found himself with an AWP. Existence. He's going to get close here. Calix is dropped. Existence gonna be looking for more. The flash comes over. Engine. Looking for the frag here. He drops Existence. That's as about as good as he'll get here. Is Maniac. He's sticking the bomb. Engine not expecting this one. The bomb is defused, and LDLC pick up the 11th round here on Overpass. Engine gonna be kicking himself for that one. Interesting one coming out here. Existence calls the pause. LDLC, they finally get another round here, so don't want to throw away this closeness that they have. They can afford to buy, but just about. And it's really what they decide to do here at this point. Are they going to buy? Or are they going to not buy? Again, and it's going to be Pals leading the way now. 24 frags. Calyx on 21 frags. And again, Major's had a really quiet game. He's only on a mere 8 frags, and Tonu's had a quiet game himself. He's only on 9, so Distance has woken up a little bit. As we've seen, he's up to 12 frags now, so bit of more of an interesting game here. 11-11 is the score. Pulse does come out. We're ready to get underway yet again. Space Soldiers going into this one with a buy yet again. Probably their last buy if they lose this one. LDLC decided to force buy into this one. They're going to be picking up these M4s, AK, and they're going to save the M4 over on Maniac. So they're going to have a lot of utility to work with. 2 kits. Devil going to be sacrificing that rifle for utility. He's going to buy himself a UMP instead. Engine holding this angle again. Well, it looks as though we're just going to see the exact same play coming out from both sides. It looks like a heavy B presence, though, for LDLC. They've only left one player towards middle, so they're just giving up this A-long control quite often, which is what a lot of teams like to play on Overpass. So the Soldiers have caught on to this and just take it every round, but they're playing it carefully. They're making sure that they aren't giving it away for free, and they're just making sure that they are watching it. Distance. He's going to make his way through the door now. He's found a kill onto Calyx. That's 1 kill in the way of the LDLC side as they pick up the opening frag and get themselves that man advantage that is so crucial going into this game. Devil gets caught up with his pants down, but he's still able to get away alive as he swiftly pulls them back up. And Centauros and Engine going to be pushing their way through Monster now. Alex watching the back flank as he'll find an easy kill on the pads here as he takes his rifle down and exposes his knife. Alex will take that kill every single time. 30 seconds left. Space Soldiers need to make a push. Maniac will shut Major down. He's looking a little bit confused there as Centauros falls to Existence, and it's back in the way of LDLC. We pick it up. 12-11 as Devil finishes it off. No players remain on the Space Soldier side. They're going to be probably looking to force buy into this one, as you do see them pick up the deagles and flashbangs and seize that yet again. On the LDLC side, we're going to see a strong buy coming out. 20 back on the AWP. Let's see if he can do something a little bit more aggressive. I'd like to see that. He's been a lot of passive play so far. Let's see if he can open it up with this opening frag here as they are pushing up mid. He misses the shot. He falls back in Engine. He's trying to hunt them down like a shark in the water. He's trying to get this frag, but unable to find it just yet. It does a lot of damage, but sticks around too long. He burns alive, and Existence is there to find the frag on the Centauros. And we're into a 5 versus 3 here as Existence fighting back. He finds one, misses the last shot. A bit of an awkward confrontation coming out here in the middle. As Calyx is dropped down to 37 HP, but Alex will finish him off. And it's now Paz, last one alive, unable to amount anything as he's dropped an LDLC 3 rounds away from winning here on Overpass and bringing this to 1-1. It is going to be 5 rifles on the Space Soldier side. Yesterday, this setup was kind of working a little bit better than when they picked up the AWP, so maybe if they can just find some more frags. They look a little bit more shaky on Overpass than they do on maps such as Mirage and Cache. It looks as though they're aimed. You can't really carry them as much as they probably would like. Although, that being said, they have shown some nice executes towards A with smokes and flashes. But it's Tonu. He'll take the initial damage towards Calyx as he drops him down to 25 HP with a leg shot coming in. Still a lot of time to work with. This round's pretty much started and a little bit of damage going in the way of LDLC. Exactly what you want. You take that health advantage, and again, Space Soldiers doing this methodical default where they clear out A long, they come back, they clear out every angle, and they go collect the bomb, figure out where they want to go. Still a few flashes, Molotovs, and smokes left, so they still have a decision of where they want to go. Could be anywhere on the map at this point, as they haven't really established much control apart from A long. They're going towards B. We have 4 players here. Twinu, he's going to try and find this flanking player, but Calix finds the kill. That opens it up. Maniac dropped. Man advantage swings in the way of the T side. Space Soldiers looking to pounce now as Devil strikes from the smoke. He finds one, but he's traded instantly by Paz, and that's going to be Existence. Comes down the stairs, gets wrecked by Calix, and it's Major to fall to Alex, and that's into a 3 versus 2. Alex still alive. Done a lot so far. Nearly picks up the 3k, but Twinu's there to finish that one off. Engine, a valiant effort, but Calix finishes it off as he shuts down Twinu in the 1 versus 1. Picks up the AWP at the end as well. So he'll be able to throw that on over the Engine. He can drop a weapon over to his other teammate, and we're going to see 13-2 now. Space Soldiers definitely not out of this. Anyone's game at this point. Getting extremely exciting at this point. Definitely anyone's game at this point. I mean, 13-12, you're going to see either LDLC win this round and they close it out, or Space Soldiers win this one and they close it out. And this game has been a little bit more interesting than the stump we've seen on Cash. LDLC again, if they do win this map, it gives the 1-1, and that's the end of the best of 2. They tie it up. They get the same result as yesterday. There's lag coming out there on the server, I think. The Engine just holds that passive angle. I haven't really walked into it just yet, so he's going to fall back now. He's got map control elsewhere with his teammates. Another 12 left on the clock, and it looks as though Zinteras and his teammate Paz are trying to make their way up A long. Smoke's coming in as well. Smoke comes over the top towards A long, and that's going to be smoking off that angle, so the AWP can't really come into fruition if they do want to take that frag. Maniac will throw smoke down into Monster and take control with Devil. 54 seconds left, and the T side now are grouping up towards B. They've done this play 3 times in a row, I think. You know, right? Worked once, failed the other times. Let's see if it works this time. 40 seconds left. Space Soldiers. Something they did against Heroic was something they did against Kinguin yesterday was didn't give them any space to work with when they were on their T side. They just kind of just straight in. But this time they're playing extremely different, more passive, more of a Navi style actually. But Alex, he'll strike first. He'll take 2. Gonna look for the 3rd, but Engine's quick to find the shot with the AWP. A nice flick as well, and Calix will finish the 3rd. And that's gonna be into a 3 versus 2. Bomb going down Twinu, and Existence coming in from A. Coming up closest to Twinu with this AWP versus the other AWP, but neither come out on top of that battle. Both make it away alive. Next Existence coming round from Monster. No one's really paying attention, but finally Engine shifts his attention towards Monster as he shuts down Existence. And there's now Twinu. Into a 1 versus 3 is Major, and nearly gets shut down, but Twinu will finish him off, and that's going to be a 2 versus 1. Twinu now decides better of it, ducks up tail and flees the battle scene as he's now going back up towards A. Trying to save this weapon into this next round, which is pretty huge if he's able to save this armor diffuse kit and AWP. Let's look up at the scoreboard here. We're going to see how much cash the teams actually have after the round here. We're going to see that Space Soldiers have a lot of cash to work with, so they'll be able to buy pretty strongly into this next one, but it's LDLC that I'm a little bit more worried about. Their economy looks a little bit dwindled. Because they are going to have to eco. I think Twinu should drop over that CZ though to one of his teammates and pick up a P250, as it's probably better to work with on the AWP as the slow time does come out of it. But decides against that, and you'll actually just keep it. Devil pushing up Twinu here with the AWP to try and find this opening frag. Calix should be expecting this one, as strangely Twinu just jumps up. Calix finds the frag. 1 minute 35 left on the clock. Quickly finds the opening frag, and I think Alex not really seeing Calix there as he just saves his weapon. Zinteras finds 2, and that's the B side taken, and 1 player left for the CT side here. LDLC crumble, and Space Soldiers completely destroy LDLC here, and they're 1 point away from getting to map and match point. AWP still in the hands of Twinu. Been a little bit lackluster so far on both maps. Not really anything point out or any. I think 1 round on Cash he looked pretty good. He picked up 2 frags, but that's about it really. That's only highlight points I can really mention for him right now. But it's 14-13 to score, and Space Soldiers take the lead and LDLC crumble. But we are going to see the buy run coming out. Probably the most important round of the game so far. Really down to whether which team can come out on top here. 5 players versus 5. Force full buy on both sides. Just that Space Soldiers have that little bit of extra utility to work with compared to the LDLC side. Let's see if that really tells tales coming into the end of this game. As the smoke and connector will allow Alex to stay alive and get into a close position. Major patiently sitting there, waiting for his prey to walk right into his crosshair. And 1 minute left for Space Soldiers to do whatever they like. They've got not much time to work with. They've got a lot of utility, which is starting to diminish a little bit as they are using it towards A quite heavily. Existence and Alex like to do this play with a late take short and water control, which is kind of a choke point on this map. Space Soldiers picked up the first map 16-6, I think. And maybe, yeah, I think it's 16-6. Space Soldiers won the first map. It's going to be an execute coming into the B site. And by the looks of things, as Engine is shaping his Molotov up, and Devil is getting ready for this attack now. He's watching the short position. He's going to find a lot of players coming his way. He's got to find his way over towards B here quickly. If he moves a little bit quicker, he could find himself some easy frags, but Alex, he finds 2 and a 3rd. And Paz will finally fight back, shuts down Devil, but it's Maniac with the crossfire. Unexpectedly will shut down Paz, and it's Engine in a 1 versus 2 here in battle. He finds one with a Glock, but he's shut down in the end by Maniac. 3 players stay alive by LDLC. And Space Soldiers crumble. I mean, they look good, building up to the execute. They took some map control, they're ready to go on to B. But just too strong of a B hole for LDLC. They have 4 players towards that. I think Space Soldiers, they should start to catch on to what they do now. They've done that every round. When Existence goes through, the connector comes out on water. So maybe if they catch on to that, they can actually just take A control straight off the bat, which they're doing right now. They like to take A long control, then fall back, but there's a little bit of presence here. It's actually the form of Twinu. If Space Soldiers think that they have long control, take that for granted, they could find themselves a bit of an issue here, as the AWP is now watching this angle. Whoever wins this round goes to map point and match point to make that. And we're going to see. Space Soldiers are slowing it down a little bit. Major obviously behind quite a bit on the skill. Not skill, but it's more score-wise. He's definitely at the bottom of the team. It's going to be him on a P250. The rest of the team are going to have AKs. Definitely, Zanteras opens up randomly a little bit. So little bursts, just picks up 2 frags here and there. I'd like to see more of that here for Space Soldiers if they are going to pick up this game. Really, it's all LDLCs to lose at this point. Space Soldiers have already won the first map, so going into this one, they don't really need to need it as much. But LDLC definitely need this one. They can't go 2-0, but 2-0. He's going to find that. He's going to find that kill on the Engine. Opens up that frag. He finds the second. Finally, he wakes up here, and Alex finds 3 here as it's an instant replay moment, as we do see 3 frags coming in quickly from Alex here. And let's close this out. Map point for LDLC here. 1 round away from going and splitting maps. And sends Space Soldiers onto a force buy here. I don't think we've seen an overtime in 2 days. So it would be nice to see an overtime here between Space Soldiers and the LDLC side. And Tara's and his teammates making their way over towards B now. Smoke comes out from Monster. That's going to force them back. And B rush on the cards doesn't really amount to anything, but the flash comes through. Devil and Alex, they chime in. They pick up 3. And it's Engine to fall back out of the smoke because he just doesn't really want to go near there after he's seen the decimation caused to his teammates. Major dropped to 3 HP, and it looks as though LDLC will take this one. And it should go 16-14. And we gotta wait and see. Engine, he's making his way through his smoke. Actually, that smoke hits him. Devil finds Major. Now it's left all on Engine. And we're getting ready. Close this one out. And Engine, he's fighting back. He doesn't want to go down without a fight. He's picked up a weapon, but it's into a 1 versus 4. Still off the cards. If we could get a view of Engine's POV here, this would be perfect. He's making his way now. He finds one. And able to find it out. And it's going to be Space Soldiers fall. The LDLC pick up the map. Split maps here on day 3 of the ECS Development League Season 4. And LDLC, they survive for another day. 2 draws coming out here both days. First draw against Heroic 1-1. And split maps here with Space Soldiers. And hopefully you enjoyed. And I think the thing you can ask you for today, if you want to follow me on Twitter at dinkotv, the producer has been Design. You can follow him at Design1337 on Twitter. And we make up 37 HP together. Decide now they're gonna make it their way. He's gonna try and get his head up. A bit of an issue. There to drill him. Devil, he's find it. As well. Two. Retake is not on. Maybe you'll find the first kill. Quickly find through opening. That's okay, no.
You have the off-high from Shazam and it's still low.
So, a smidgen of damage. Ho ho ho! Surprise, surprise, the 1D hits, but Flowset hits harder as he finds 3.
Finds himself a kill, but Magnus trades it back. He lines up. He gets the triple.
Dials for face. He's about to pounce like a squirrel. He's got 2 and a third face. A flying squirrel from tree. And he escapes with 3 nuts for misfits.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
We can get like a boot. Let's get like a boot. Another tires.